Hello and welcome to BloombergQuint. Castrol India reported strong operational numbers, mainly aided by lower raw material prices and cost. But the volume numbers reported a drop of nearly 13.6%, as the biggest drop at least since the first quarter of calendar year 2011. To give us more details on the quarter gone by, joining us now is Omer, the Managing Director of Castrol India. So, sir, to start off with, operationally your numbers were strong. Was the only factor that the raw material prices were lower in this quarter that aided these operational numbers, or were there any more factors that aided the operational numbers in the third quarter of calendar year 2019?
Hi, good morning, and before I start, I wish you, your families and all the viewers and their families a happy Diwali and all the best for the festive season. And in the spirit of the festive season, I think we're really glad that we were able to report strong numbers, despite some of the challenges that we've seen in Q3. And Q3, especially July and August, we've seen the lowest production levels in industry. And also a muted consumer offtake. September we've seen some improvement, and hopefully October will continue on that trend. One of the things that which drove the volume performance was the industrial production, which had a quarter on quarter we had about 20% reduction in our volumes in the industrial sector, and also some of the freight movement due to floods and consumer offtake were also under pressure. So overall, if I look at it against strategic drivers, we've been focusing on personal mobility. As we always say, personal mobility remains strong, and due to product mix improvement as well as the improvement on efficiencies, some of that was driven because of the rate cut, but actually most of it came from our efficiencies in our procurement as well as our manufacturing. We were able to deliver strong results. We should also remember that in the quarter we had adverse forex, and we were able to absorb the forex due to efficiencies, and due to product mix we were able to report strong unit margin growth, and that trickled down to the operating profit. So we were really happy with the resilience that we've shown in a really difficult environment.
So in your earlier conference call, you had indicated that the overall volume growth for 2019 would remain at the lower end of your medium-term guidance of 2 to 4%. Now, given the fact that the first 9 months of 2019, the volumes are down nearly 6% compared to last year, what is the kind of volume growth expectations for the last quarter of 2019?
So our expectation is that quarter on quarter we'll see growth in quarter four. But you rightly said, probably because of the impact of industrial and the commercial, year on year we may not recover the drop in quarter three. But quarter on quarter, in quarter four, we expect volume growth. And as I said, July and August were really difficult, but September we've seen some growth. And we expect that from October onwards, with the interventions that the government has been making, we're hoping that we'll see some of that improvement in the market and the consumer sentiment playing positively to our volumes.
And are you expecting the volumes to be higher in 2020, or are you expecting the volumes to remain subdued in that year, or this next year also?
So we believe that 2019 is an outlier, and it was we always believe that the fundamentals of the Indian economy and the resilience of the economy is quite strong. So our optimism remains for next year, and we believe that we'll start seeing the growth coming back from in the next few months. So that's why we're still hopeful that 2020 will be a good year. By the way, if I look at bikes, we're still growing strongly in bikes in the first 9 months, even in quarter three. So that also shows that where we've been focusing in terms of our strategy, we're still growing. And if you look at the last 5 years, our growth in personal mobility space has been around 7% CAGR, which shows the resilience of the economy and the strength of our strategy in terms of what we've been trying to deliver in the last 5 years.
Sir, any new contracts that you managed to get in this quarter, and or are you expecting some new contracts in the ongoing quarter, that is the fourth quarter of calendar year 2019?
Yes, we signed a deal with Honda two-wheelers in the quarter, and we launched the products into the market. So this is a joint brand with Honda. Castrol Active Honda brand is now available in the market exclusively for our brand. And this is we're really excited because there are 40 million Honda bikes that we can penetrate now. And that's been in the market from September onwards, so we're really excited about that. We had announced the 3M partnership, and the products has been launched. Castrol 3M products was launched into the market in September, and that's something that we're really excited about. And we have high expectations from that new category that we're creating together with our partner 3M. And of course, there are a few more that we're working on, and I'll be glad to share that whenever we have ink on the paper.
Lastly, sir, given the fact that the oil prices have been on an uptrend from the start of the quarter while the rupee has also depreciated, will you be taking a price hike?
So we believe that the crude as well as the forex is range bound. So we haven't taken any price hikes. In fact, in September we did some price interventions in CVO where we've seen some pressure. But this is an ongoing process. We currently, on an ongoing basis, review our prices, and wherever we need, we make price interventions up or down. But currently, we don't expect any price hikes because, as I said, despite the forex, despite the rupee depreciating, we were able to absorb that through our efficiency drive, through better buy, through procurement, and as well as efficiencies that we were able to reach in manufacturing. So that's why we're not expecting any price hikes right now. But that's an ongoing process, and we, as I said, we consistently review our prices and look at market, and depending on where we are in the marketplace in terms of our price competition, we do make interventions.
Well, that would be all, sir. Thank you for speaking to BloombergQuint, and wish you, your family and your team a very happy Diwali, sir.
Same here. Happy Diwali. Thank you.